Hello everyone. We have our news for the week, so let's go through everything. So first, maintenance, normal time as usual, no surprises there. Ending with maintenance, however, is the Final Fantasy X King Mog and the two challenges that started the Monday after that. So that's the Mechanical Guardian and the Spring of Memories, Defender Z and Sphere Morph. Now both of these are limited events, and doing the hard version in 3 turns gets a Master Crown. So if you haven't gotten the Master Crowns, I suggest you get those before those go away. And new this week, they're giving us the 3 Summer Girls. So all our Neo Vision units, and they're pretty much sharing a banner. So 30 shards each for a login. Now they're doing the cash summons as usual. Physalis gets her own. The other two are on a separate one. That's like the only breakup that they're giving as far as the banners. Big thing is Fragment Challenge is coming back. We get 2 weeks of this. Very excited for this. So make sure you do this every day and don't miss out. New vision card. So all 3 have the same vision card. Maxed out 60 magic and spirit, 50% magic and spirit, and female units only get 50% equipment magic and spirit, either double handing or dual wielding. It's an okay card. So Fasalis is CG Limit Burst. We get an intro for that. And we're getting a challenge event with them, just a boss rush. Looks like 5 different bosses to go through. And one unique thing is we're going to get some sand that we can use in the special event summon that has only summer units in it. So 0.9% at the 3 new Neo Vision units, 2.1% for Fina and Daisy, and then the 5 stars broken up between 55%, Summertime Luca, Beach Time Fina's in there, Summer Lid, Tide Rider Ska, and a couple of items. So most of these might be limited to only the summer units, because they say certain Brave Exvius units only, or it just might be the units that have summer versions. Not sure just yet. Accessory, 30 spirit with some resist on it. That's not bad. Hat has some insect killer with 35 magic. Killers is always nice. We get a magic whip with 25 limit damage on it. Beach ball accessory, 40 with the aquatic killer on it, which killers are always nice to come by. And the clothing swimsuit, female units only, 45 magic and spirit, and chance to silence or charm all enemies at the start of the fight is kind of interesting. So some fun items to play around with. They'll have their uses here and there. And then aside from the boss rush, they get a side story. So a side story event that we haven't seen in a little bit, actually. And the only special thing coming out of this is the magic aquatic killer, which I think is useful because I don't think we have many magic aquatic killers. And quick note on the issue report. So a couple of the awakening stuff, they're fixing that eventually. So everybody that missed out on getting the wrong stuff will get the correct stuff later. And then for people who pulled on Duran, apparently his stats were lower than they wanted, and they're not sure how they're going to fix it yet. So we have to wait for more news on that. But it sounds like Duran's going to get a little bit of a boost, which is good news for everybody that has him. And then we have our actual banner. So they kind of combining the 3 in 1 free and an actual step up, which is unique. Haven't seen a banner like this, and they're pretty much giving away Summer, Fina and Lid, and Folka and Citra on steps 1 and 2. You get them guaranteed each time as like a bonus. The only downside is all 3 units are on the same banner. It's going to be the same way with the ticket banner. So it's not going to be easy to pull for a certain one. All three of them are super limit burst units. I'd say they're all decent. I don't think any of them's like super powered or anything. So we get pretty much two mages and a supporter. So Fasalis is a mage. Shinju is a mage, and Freesia is going to be our supporter. So we can take a look at their kits, or at least what JP has for them. So Fasalis, again, super limit burst. TM, just 50% dual wield magic, 4 LB per turn. Super, 190 magic gun with 50% equipment magic. And then she gets 500 static magic. So water and ice focused on her, and her limit burst, obviously being a summer unit, is water. So overall, they're decent. The downside is they look like just pure mages. So pure magic need magic killers. I don't see the asterisks saying that they count as physical attacks that do magic damage, which takes variance out of the equation, and they're only 300 maxed out. Still going to do a decent amount of damage. So overall, I'd say they're decent units, just not overpowered. And they also give themselves a little bit of a killer on the super. So Physalis, 125 water down, 35 water boost to self, insect and aquatic killer 100%, and 300 hit on the super version of the limit. Being super limit burst units, they're always focused on the limit burst, so not too much in the kits. Shinju is obviously earth based, she always is. So TM, just the materia, 20% lightning, water, wind, and earth resist with 4 LB per turn. She gets an accessory for a super, 70% magic, which is decent, with 20% water and earth resist, 100% charm resist, and 100% fill rate. So that's actually decent on the accessory. Gets a couple of earth moves. And again, she's pure mage, it looks like. No asterisks to say physical attack. So her super, 125 earth down, 35 earth boost, aquatic and stone killers for 100%, and 300 earth hit. So she's pretty much the earth version of what Fasalis is. And Freesia is our supporter. So I've actually been waiting for this unit just for her super, really. TM's the staff, 140 spirit, 80 magic, nothing special there. 10% mana per turn, some LB crystals. But the super, 200% double hand spirit, which is something that we haven't seen that high. We believe about 50%. So there's a few units that I would like to play around with that on. So I've been saving tickets for her, so we'll be doing some ticket pulls and hoping. Overall, she gets some aquatic and reaper killer buffs, stat buffs. She's wind based, so she adds wind and boosts wind damage and can mitigate some damage against reapers. And her super limit, 300% stats, 45% wind boost, add wind, and 300% limit damage. So 300% limit damage is really nice. That's only on the super version. It's lesser on the regular limit. Feel like they could have upped the stats to like 350, but overall 300 and 300 is not bad. And it does everything at once. The only thing you don't get is wind and peril from her limit burst. And that's about the only thing that she really lacks overall. She boosts stats and wind and everything, but she does not imperil wind. But like I said, I've mostly been waiting just to get the super so I can play around with my double hand spirit units maxed out. And that's pretty much all we're getting for this week. Kind of surprised that they just given us everything at once for the summer units, but we'll take it. So anybody that decides to pull, good luck to you. Like I said, I'm going to be using tickets. We're going to be hoping for Freesia. I'll take the others if they do show up. So we're going to end this video here. Hope everybody enjoyed.